Hello. I come to you live in the gamer household to play more Ace Attorney. That was a weird intro. Anyway, hi everyone. Um, I'm back. It's been a little bit. It's been over 2 weeks. And the last time I played this, I said, "Oh, I'll do it again tomorrow. I'll play more tomorrow," and then I didn't do that. Um, I do have an excuse. I mean, several excuses, but that's just how it is. Uh, I have been working, and also I was like, oh, but I want to learn how to edit. I'm gonna edit my videos and post them, and I want to finish editing the first video before I go live again. And at this point, it's been 2 weeks, and I haven't I haven't done that. Editing is really difficult. I got probably 20% through, not even, probably like 10% of the first stream. And it's just difficult. I'm sorry. Um but I did find out that people have like been finding my VODs channel and just watching those. And so if you're from the VODs channel, hi. I didn't know you could like find my content. Like people like actually just found it randomly. um, but that was really cool. Um, so I am gonna keep posting VODs, and maybe in like a year or something, I'll like actually finish editing some stuff together. Um, regardless, um, regardless, I'm here now. Um, I have a couple hours before I have to go get dinner and then have a D&D session tonight. Um, but I wanted to play Phoenix Wright. Not Phoenix Wright. Apologists. So, someone recommended in the YouTube comments. They were like, fix your stream setup. Basically, that sounds like they were like, oh, you could split the screen. And I was like, I don't know how. And then I literally, because of that comment, sat down and figured it out that afternoon. So it works now. Um, look at that. It's I'm very proud of myself for figuring this one out. Um, I'm not I might still fiddle with it because now that I'm looking at it, it's like I don't know why there's that little white bit on the corner here. No, that's just that's on the window actually. Um, so I guess it's not my setup. I could probably crop it out, but whatever. Um, that isn't really important. But yeah, we are starting chapter 2 of Apologist Ace Attorney. Hello. It's good to see you. I do. My friend is here, and I am going to ask you if the audio is like good because I got a new microphone also, which I'm very happy about. So I don't know. I think this audio is good, but I don't know in comparison to the video game audio if it will be good. Um, well, that's good. Yeah, I was hoping that it would be better. Like I had like noise canceling stuff on it before, but it still was not my favorite thing. So we fixed that, which is always great. Okay, so we're gonna start. So you can actually hear the audio. Oh, and now it asks me to save. I have noticed that like the saving does work, but it's also very easy to just like, is it Control F1, Shift F1? Yeah, Shift F1 just saves, so I can just save it at any point. So I guess I'll save anyway. Um, all right. So we'll start Turnabout Corner. As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns. Oh, oh my god, that looked like Trucy and Apollo. Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. And when the wheel stops... Hello? You die. Both cutscenes so far have been so dramatic. Like, I know it's... Anyway. Oh, update for... I know it's been a little while. Game audio seems fine. That's good. Okay. The last case, Apollo lost his job because, he got his boss convicted of murder. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes for him. Because, Wright is no longer a lawyer. So we're at Wright & Co. law offices, but I don't think that's, a thing anymore. 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. I'll have to get the voices back. I am, I think, going to keep trying to do the accents and stuff, but it's going to be less of a... I'm trying to take it to be casual about the whole thing and not laugh my ass off every time I try and do a voice. 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job. But you won the court case, so it's fine. It's all fine. Yeah, I'll admit it. I was screwed. But even when I hit bottom, I told... Why not say even when I hit rock bottom? Anyway, even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here, honest. And yet... Here being the legendary Wright & Co. law offices. It is... I love this, like, background immediately. It's so much is happening. It doesn't look like the offices from the first game. Like, even in the, just the actual setup of it. Obviously, there's a lot of magic stuff around. Oh, also, I don't remember if we got Trucy's name the last time. I obviously know it because of outside context, but this is all definitely stuff that is from that child who looks like the girl from A Hat in Time. That man looks a lot like her, I think, so I'm assuming it's like her father or something, biological father, I don't know, because she's Wright's adopted child. Anyway, here being the legendary Wright & Co. offices. Law offices. Okay, Justice, time to stop trembling. Ah, you must be here for the interview. Right this way. Who is this? Huh? Hello! It's the girl. Don't ask me what A Hat in Time is. Don't do this to me. Don't bully me like this, live on stream in front of everyone. Hello there, you found the right place. Welcome. What's with this girl? Well now, shall we begin? Begin what? Right, first things first. Any special talents? Talents? I'm a defense attorney? I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, well, yes, well, you must have at least one. Well, I guess defending. Defending. An unusual talent, but it'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course. You think so? For what? Let's give it a go, shall we? Huh? Go ahead, show me, defend. Just give it all you've got. Don't hold back. Don't hold back now. What are you talking about? I can't just defend here. First lesson. A professional can perform anywhere. Thanks. You're like a literal child. I don't... We want people to be laughing with us. Not at us. Silly. Loser. Thanks. But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all. What? What exactly do you think you came here to do? What? Defend, no? Excuse me, but do you know where you are? Huh? The Wright & Co. law offices, right? Oh. I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first. Look, what's going on here? Who are you? You don't remember the weird little child from the last trial who gave you that card that ended up being forged evidence that helped you win the case? You don't remember that child? That weird little girl? That was a weird first case. Anyway. I came here to meet with the person in charge. Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes. Mistakes? But I call... Ugh. My god, why can't I speak today? Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning. Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again? What's there to read? Look, it says right here. Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency? Welcome to the Wright Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm Trucy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician. Oh, she's so cute. It all came flooding back. The trial. That girl. Obviously. Hello, sir. Please, pick a card. And then this weird little locket that, for whatever reason, the victim had, but it's a Phoenix's daughter. Anyway, that's right. She's my daughter. Trucy Wright. Here, check out our flyer. So, what's your name? Apollo. Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Okay, cool. I guess we'll just, like, talk. This is fun. It's a slightly different setup than, it's a slightly different setup than the Steam game. Obviously, like, for good reason. How does Apollo get anything done at the Fool? I mean, I don't think he does get anything done. Oh, Apollo. It's been a little bit, so I'm starting to mix up Apollo and Phoenix. How does Apollo get anything done? I don't know. It's been 2 months since his last trial, and, like, I feel like he needs to, like, he's a lawyer. He needs to, like, work and have cases in order to not, to, like, make money. And he hasn't had a case in 2 months. I hope he's, like, doing okay. Anyway, Wright Talent Agency. So, is this really a talent agency? You bet! I don't want to say that. Dad started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now. 2 people. Does that include you? Trucy Wright, magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage shows. Paid, too. I am a professional, you know. Right. Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is... Phoenix Wright, pianist extraordinaire. Oh, extraordinaire. Okay. Your dad, in other words. Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano? Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. It should! Hello? Why, there are many magicians who can't do magic. I think that's a little bit different. Because magicians, their talent isn't magic. It's sleight of hand. And they can do sleight of hand. Pianists, their talent is piano. Again, like, they're not called sleight of hand-ians. That's stupid. Anyway. At least you're optimistic, I'll give you that. So you're his, you're Phoenix Wright's daughter? That's right. After Dad quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So I'm... Hello? So I'm kind of a sugar daddy. Get it? No, not at all. I'm in charge of this whole office, too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree? A young lass? Should I be giving her, like, an Irish accent? I don't know. That's what I always think of when I read the word lass. I can't do an Irish accent. I've been over this. 15? How old is Mr. Wright? Dad? Oh, he's 33 this year. So he would have been 18. No, it's adopted. She's adopted. We know that. But, like, that is weird. I'm sure there's a good explanation. I hope. Huh? Alright. We're just not gonna elaborate. She is 15, so I guess we're not. About Mr. Wright giving up law. It's because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it? Eh? You know about that? Not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal. So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Dad about it the next time I get a chance. Dad, right. That reminds me. About Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning to come in. Dad's not here right now. He's in the hospital? This keeps getting worse. This keeps getting worse. Like, Phoenix Wright, famed defense attorney, calls us, asks us to come to his office, which he neglects to mention is no longer a law office. Why did she not open it yet? Yeah, like, Wright calls us, tells us to come over, doesn't mention he's in the hospital, doesn't mention that the office is now a talent agency. And then you show up and you meet a 15-year-old who, like, forgets to say, oh, yeah, my dad's in the hospital. Like, dysfunctional family. The hospital? Yeah, he's on strict bed rest until he gets better. What? Okay. Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit. Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close. Right. Well, I'll be going now. And I'll, give this showbiz gig some thought, okay? Wait! Wait, I'll go with you. It's from when you punched him. I did not! I would never. They didn't even let me investigate the rest of the room! I hate this. I hate this so much. Why would you force me out of the room that I want to investigate? I just wanted to get the talking over first. Oh well. So, this is Mr. Wright's hospital. Recurring character moment! I know this man! I don't... visitors, are you? Huh? Yeah, are you the doctor? Yep. Yep. Dr. Hickfield's the name. I don't like this man. I super don't like this man. I've never liked this man. All he has going for him is this banging music. He's not a doctor. He's not certified. Show me your certification, sir, or I refuse to speak with you. Good morning, doctor. Ew. Oh, hi there, Trucy. Cute as ever. Is this Dad's room? Oh, yeah. Except he's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Trucy? I don't want to read that line. Doctor? Doctor, the nurse was looking for you. What is happening? In order to read half of the lines I've gotten so far in this game, I've had to just give up my dignity. And I think that might be what being a streamer is about, but I don't want to do it. Why, if it isn't the daddy-o, the cutest little thing in town. Huh. Guess I'll be off then. Later, Trucy. She's 15! She's 15! FBI, open up. I'm calling the police on this man. He's going to jail for fraud of some kind. He is not a doctor, first of all. Second of all, I just don't like him. Dignity is for fools and cowards, and you are neither. There are, like, several things wrong with your statement. I am a fool, and I am a coward, and usually fools have less dignity than because they're fools. Anyway, what an odd bird that guy was. Sure putting it lightly, Apollo. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Mr. Wright. I'm leaving. Goodbye. I like that I can just do that. Oh, this is... Okay. Because I wish they had, like, a, like, more of, like, in Danganronpa, where they have circles of what you can examine, and it's not just kind of wherever, but... Whatever. Anyway, there are all sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on top of the piano. Those are my magic props. Practice, practice, practice! A professional never leaves their weapons far from reach. Not weapons. You are... Stop. This is a threat from a 15-year-old. But you can't play the piano with all this junk on it. Oh, no one plays here anyway. And the neighbors complain. Guess Mr. Wright really can't play. And also, like, his... Poor guy. He, like, he has a job, but he really doesn't have a job. And now he definitely doesn't have it. I wonder if he still works at the bar doing his poker thing after the whole debacle. I don't know. Anyway. Hat. Blue silk hat, just like the one Trucy is wearing. Oh, that's just for show. Don't wear it, please. I want to put the hat on. Last thought from my mind, honest. First thought in my mind, I want to wear the hat right now. I put it there so clients can see it and know who I am. Nothing says magician like a silk top hat. Flashbacks to Justice for All, Case 3. Anyway. I do want to look at the tiny guillotine. Why is this... This might bring up the same prompt again. Yeah, it is. You are not... Okay, so she was like, a true magician never keeps their weapons far from reach. And I was like, oh, haha, funny. Weapons, it's not actually weapons. And then I realized that there is a tiny guillotine, which could probably be classified as a weapon. There's spaghetti in the corner. There's a whole plate of spaghetti in the corner. Whoa, that fork is floating. Not? Oh, is it one of those, like, fancy... Okay. Why do you have a plate of plastic spaghetti here? You cannot fit a head in that. What is its purpose? Maybe it's... Oh, you might put, like, your hand in. Because I have seen before where it's, like, a finger guillotine, and it, like... Somehow the blade, like, just doesn't... I forget how it works, but it's, like, a pretty simple trick. It must be, like, you put the wrist in. Or something. It looks about wrist-sized. Or... it's not for cutting at all, and it is a weapon for, of blunt force trauma. Anyway, why do you have a plate of plastic spaghetti here? That right there is the whole reason I became a magician. Plate of spaghetti? Do tell. I saw a plate just like that in a restaurant once. The floating fork looked so real. That's when I knew. Someday I'd make magic more amazing than that spaghetti. Incredible story. Teapot. That table doesn't look very sturdy. That's what you're... Okay. You've never seen one of these? It's a magic table. So, like... Oh. So, like, you make this teapot disappear? So you might think, but that's not it. Before your very eyes, the contents of the pot change. From Earl Grey to... I never learned how to pronounce that. Darjeeling? Anyway. Kind of hard to see the difference, I'd think. Is that all you have to say? Okay. I don't know what else... Oh, okay. It doesn't even have the thing where it's like checked off if you've already examined it. So, oh well. That's one of those hula hoop things that everyone was crazy about way back when. People were crazy about hula hoops? Really? I had no idea that these were that popular. Me neither, honestly. I'm not so bad with one myself, actually. Eh? I'm still learning. So you can really make someone levitate with it? Show me! Huh? I have no idea how. It's just a normal hula hoop, isn't it? Okay. Let's look over here. A strange split box leers at me from the wall. Is this one of those boxes for cutting people in half? That's right! This cabinet is used for an illusion called the zigzag. I've seen one on TV, but why is one just sitting here in your office? Oh, it's a little big for me, you see. So I'm using it as furniture. Hats in the top, shirts in the middle, and pants down below. I think it's a nice touch, don't you? It's not exactly what I'd call a welcoming decor. I think it's honestly kind of cool, because it does give like the floating shelf kind of feel, but anyway. All these legal books must be Mr. Wright's leftovers. There's a lot of unrelated books in here too. One trick a day, magic for idiots. You'd think that a pro magician would aim a bit higher. Okay, I think we might have looked at everything. Because that's teapot, that, this, the hat. I don't think it's gonna like have me... Yeah, because that's about the teapot. And I assume that's about... Like, oh, I do want to look at this, if it'll let me. An old sepia-tinted photo of a man in a silk top hat. That's my favorite magician! I want to be just like him someday. Okay, so it's not, like, her biological dad. I should have probably guessed that it... My brain was just like, oh yes, father, because they share a hat. That's not how genetics works, but oh well. Sure nice, guess it's good to have a role model. Even if he's got to be well over 100. How rude! Wasn't that in blue text? Wasn't he thinking that? Confused, but oh well. I'm not... Wait. For you see, Trucy, this badge proves that I'm a lawyer. Anyway. Oh, I've seen one of those before. That's an attorney's badge. It looks just like the one Dad used to have. Now if I take this badge and do this and this, see? It's gone. Hey, my badge! What'd you do with my badge? No need to worry. Just look in your pocket. Huh? No way. My pocket. Wait a second. There's something in there. It's a flyer for your agency. And here's your badge. You can have it back now. That's the last time I let her touch anything of mine, period. I'm glad it actually did something. Anyway, back to the hospital that I fully just left Phoenix at. I guess we're gonna examine first, because I am afraid that it's gonna kick me out again like it did before. TV. What's that on TV? It looks like some sort of action hero show. Yeah, the badge! Finally did something. I mean, it did... I think it already has done something. I don't even remember. Anyway. What's that on TV? It looks like some sort of action hero show. Oh, I know that one! That's the Sniffling Samurai! The samurai theme comes back to haunt us again. Of TV shows. I actually... So, you know how, in... Phoenix's ringtone is the Steel Samurai theme. I also set my phone to do that, to have the ringtone be Steel Samurai, because I'm a freaking nerd. And honestly, I love it with my entire heart. I also like have it as my alarm. So it is, I wake up every morning with the Steel Samurai theme stuck in my head, but it does bring me so much joy. Anyway, That's the sniffling samurai. Ew. His booger flick attack is a big hit with the grade school crowd. I had no idea you liked this kind of stuff, Mr. Wright. Well, what else is there to do when you're stuck in bed? Besides, the episodes will just keep piling up if I don't keep up, you know? Yeah, try not buying them. Now's the only time I get to watch and write up my reports. Your reports? It's a long story. Like a lot of things, actually. Okay. Large stack. A swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. The Steel Samurai, the Nickel Samurai, the Pink Princess, the Zappy Samurai, Electric Bugaboo. That's so stupid. But it's also like, every time I see a callback to the previous game, my brain just releases serotonin, even though it's like, it's in the same universe. It makes sense that they'd have the same TV shows. But my brain just goes, I know the Nickel Samurai! I know that one! That one's Mad on Guard! I know him! Anyway. They're all children's action they're all children's action hero shows. This kid I know keeps sending them to me. Huh. Like a niece or nephew? Something like that. I have a theory that it is Edgeworth. Or, no, it's gotta be Maya. Of course it's Maya. That makes way more sense. I just know that Edgeworth is also a fan of Steel Samurai. But no, Maya is definitely more like a child figure to him. Whatever. Anyway, quite the collection. This kid's parents must be really generous with their allowance. Funny, Mr. Wright doesn't seem the type that kids would like. I think he would. I think kids would like this boy. He's a sweet child. Hello. Okay. Phoenix is very sweet. Anyway, piano. Ah, Dad, you snuck some grape juice in again? I was talking more about the piano, but okay. The doctor said that you weren't supposed to drink that here. Why not? Trucy, look at the label. Oh. Deep sea mineral water. That's fine, I guess. I switched the labels. Don't tell Trucy, okay? What can I say? The man loves his grape juice. I'm so confused about the whole grape juice thing. Is it grape juice? Is he just weird? Or is this like a weird localization thing where it was like wine? But, because like why would grape juice not be allowed in the hospital? Doesn't that have like some good vitamins in it or whatever? Like, it's just fruit juice, my dude. But okay. Let's look at, because I'm wondering if like which DVD cases will be like bring up a unique text and which ones will not. Okay, this is just a bet. Okay. Yeah, I guess it depends on the juice. And but still, like, I don't, you go to the hospital and they're like, sorry, you can't bring grape juice in here. Like, that just seems like a weird rule to have. Unless it's like no outside food and drink at all, which would make sense, but like, whatever. Anyway, Mr. Wright's bed, it's really messy. She was so mad. Like the little explosion noise. Jeez. Look how messy this is. You're just hopeless without me, aren't you, Dad? Yikes, she's attempting to clean up. Look out. You got me. What can I say? I was raised in a barn. Try not to let word get out, Apollo, if you don't mind. Yeah, it might ruin your illustrious career. Yeah, it might ruin your illustrious career pretending to play the piano. Again, rude behavior from Apollo on this day. Okay, it is just the same little thing about DVDs. So we are just going to have a conversation now. It's been like a solid 10 minutes since I found out Phoenix was in the hospital. And I was like, instead of asking him what's wrong, I immediately left to go back to the talent agency and poke around, and then poked around his hospital room. And now I'm finally asking him what's going on. So, that's nice. So, what happened? Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. You were hit by a car? If I remember correctly, the creator of Ace Attorney makes fun of the whole wine localization thing, so it's actually grape juice, but they write it so it looks like it was localized from wine, but it's grape juice in the Japanese version as well. That's so funny. They like imply that it's wine, but in both versions, they just are like, no, it's just grape juice. Phoenix is just like really weird. What's... Oh. That is very funny. Okay. Oh, he tried to swerve, I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air, only stopping when my head hit that telephone pole. This is, like, brutal. Oh my god. You're just saying this in front of your 15-year-old child. You hit a telephone pole with your head? Are you okay? Yeah, there's no, like, bandages on him or anything. Like, he's just, like, up and walking around. Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle. Don't see how that happened. He really is as lucky as they say. This explains nothing. What a cryptic little man. There's something that, well, it just doesn't sit right. I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so big. Not fat, but you know what I mean. You could have just said, like... You could have said that differently. It would have been so easy. Oh, Trucy's still a child. Dad, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore. That's so weird. Like, it's a normal line for a dad to say. But I don't feel comfortable saying it out loud on a stream to the internet. You can just ahaha, but you'll always be daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy. I'm not a father. I do not feel comfortable in this situation. Ahaha, my foot. I'm not buying it. Oh, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? She told me. Not a mere stage magician. She's a genius. Teehee. Aw, Dad. You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. You could just tell me things instead of insinuating them. Thank you, Apollo. Oh. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Anyway, I am not a father. As confusing as my own gender identity is, I do not think I will ever identify as a father. So, there's that. Anyway, so why did you contact me? What could the right talent agency possibly want with me? I clicked off. No need to get prickly now. Hey, I didn't ask to be dragged into this. Like this. I mean, yeah, but he also got hit by a car. You could at least have a little bit of sympathy. Huh? But didn't you come to the office of your own free will anyway? Well, yeah, of course. Oh, that's what... Help! We're in big trouble here at the office. Big. Yeah, that is a little bit of a leading statement. I thought someone was dying. So you don't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital. Phoenix, please work with me here. I lost my job 2 months ago. That's right, Dad. How are we gonna pay this month's rent? And the groceries? Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other 2 must fall. It's not a symbiotic relationship. You are a father to a child, and you must care for the child. I mean, I guess you're... But, like, that's a weird way of putting that. Hey, this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid. In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school. Again. Stop. The blame placed upon me. A literal, like, what, 20-year-old who has no job? Because you got my... Yes, my boss committed murder, but you definitely kind of pushed me to find him guilty and lose my own job, and now you're guilt-tripping me. I'm gonna lose my mind. No, I can't. I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us? Polly. Huh? What? Now it's my fault? And you're calling me Polly? Dick move, Phoenix. Exactly. On that note, how about you come work for us? I've got the perfect client for you already lined up. A client? You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in court? Probably not. Alright, I'll hear what you have to say. You got him, Dad! Hook, line, and sinker! Please stop manipulating me. Aha, now it's time to reel him in. It's official. I'm scared. Our client. Alright, so who's the client? Ah, yes. Here, take a look at the map and I'll explain. Last night, I left the office just before 9 o'clock. I was going to that Indochine pasta joint? Alden Tays? Words are so difficult. Al dentes. Al dentes. Al dentes. Al dente. I hate this game. I play piano there, of course. That's when it happened. The car sent me flying, nicked a telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Just a tad. It's almost as creepy as you hearing the It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal. Car sped off in this direction. So, good luck. What? You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Find the guy who knocks me into that telephone pole. Whoa, hold on. I'm a defense attorney. Whoa, hold on. I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. Don't worry. Once you found the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. You would leave this poor man who has been hit by a car in a hospital bed with his 15-year-old daughter who is definitely guilt-tripping you. Don't get so worked up. It was just a joke. Huh? Oh, Dad. Sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know. Even the ones that aren't very funny. You spelled Phoenix wrong. Anyway, Your real client should be stopping by the office any time now. The office? You mean the talent agency? No harm in going. It's not like I have anything else to do. One more thing. Do look into my accident too, would you? Mark the scene of the tragedy on this map. People Park. Anyway. It's right in front of this park. Should be easy to find. So he's going to make me investigate this after all. He's not gonna make you. He's just asking. Like, I don't think there's any harm in just, like, looking at it. But map added to the court record. Dun, 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 dun. I'm presenting my badge. What's that? Looks strangely familiar. How could you not recognize an attorney's badge? It's been 7 years. I've forgotten a lot of things. I don't believe that you would forget what an attorney's badge looks like, my dude. Not when it was so iconic. You can't just forget this. I guess some 7 years are longer than others. I could present the map and see what happens, but... Oh, he said, like, someone's gonna stop by the... Alright. June 15th, 10:05 a.m., Right Talent Agency. Hey, hey, hey! How long you planning on making me wait, eh? Ah, good morning! He's got a bowl of ramen on his head. His hair is ramen coming out of a bowl. Anyway. Hey there, Trucy doll. Sounds like your pop's had a bit of a rough spot, eh? All's well that ends well, I guess. This is our client? Hey, so this is that Apollo fellow, eh? Oh, yes, the name's Apollo. Look at him there, arms crossed look at him here, arms all crossed like, ready to fight. Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you? The boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Apollo. Don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it. Defense? Your noodle half cooked? It's too late for defense. My castle's been stormed. My keep's been stolen. My noodle stand's been stolen. My keep's been kept. I can't read. Noodle? You didn't put the pieces together? You didn't look at this man's head and think, oh, this guy, I think he might have a noodle store. You know Mr. Eldoon from the noodle stand, don't you, Polly? No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him. You know in these parts? Not really. Then you know the best noodles in town. Eldoon's Noodles. Eldoon is noodle backwards. Whose noodles? Okay, that is a little bit rude. Clearly Eldoon is the guy standing in front of you. My noodles! Help me out here, Trucy doll. This is Mr. Guy Eldoon. Mr. Guy Eldoon. Okay. Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Eldoon? What the hell? Anything for you, Trucy doll. So tired. So tired of this game. I do love it. I love it with all my heart. But sometimes... So, you run a noodle stand, Mr. Eldoon. Guy Eldoon's the name, and noodles are my game. It's an appropriate last name for the business, you know? The secret's in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for 1.5 years. Oh, that's not that long, really. My family's been noodle men for generations. Got a lot of expectation on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons. That is an interesting turn of phrase. That's a pretty old noodle. I am fool that I was. I pushed it away. I rebelled against my pops and picked another livelihood. But that didn't turn out so well. Oh. There was no denying it. Salty broth runs in these veins, boy. So it was like destiny that you became what you are. Right, destiny's the word. Oh, I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate. This is excellent. What an excellent little character. They really said, okay, what can we make an entire character about? Okay, noodles. Let's do, like, just all in on the noodle thing. Not a mental image I care to linger on. So, last year, I started my noodle stand. The 15th generation of Eldoon's noodles. Okay. So tell me more about Eldoon's noodles. You don't know the genius that are my noodles? I make them so salty, why? They're saltier than salt. I really don't want to find out. That does... So, like, you gotta have some spices in there, my man, that are not just salt. Daddy's a regular at his noodle stand. He frequented my pop's stand back in his attorney days, too. Yup, him and his assistant. Oh, I do kind of remember Maya talking about noodles. That is actually really sweet. I'm sorry. I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon. Wish you could, Sonny. Eh? Heck, I wish I could. I'd give anything for a bowl about now. What do you mean? He said already his noodle stand's been stolen. It was stolen! My stand! Gone! Stolen? It was last night. I was doing my rounds, blowing my whistle. It's not a whistle, it's a harmonica. It's like an ice cream truck's bell, but louder. He even gets complaints. Anyway. Now you're just trying to butter me up. It sounded more like the blues than a whistle. Yeah, it's a harmonica. Closed up my stand for the night and parked by the house. Then, this morning, dark and early, it was gone. My keep, my castle. Urgh! Maybe some bum carted it off? Maybe some... Just guessing here. He's got hair in his mouth. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. Oh, my noodle bowls were in there, too. That's the saddest thing I've heard all day. Not like your dad getting in a car wreck. You know it. Anyhow, that's the deal. Good luck. Good... Huh? Wait. What exactly is your request? My noodle stand. Find it. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Of course, I make it so hot and... What? Of course, I make it so hot and salty, 2 bowls would kill a man. Then I really need defense. Speaking of defense, that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective. Why does nobody know what being a lawyer means? Not even the lawyers themselves know what being a lawyer means. Oh. Just realized, it's one of those things again where Phoenix is like, oh, go investigate the scene of my accident just because, and also deal with this noodle case thing. And it's like, it's gonna be that the car came through, like, up here, and it like, hit the noodle cart, and it's, the cases are gonna be connected. Oh, there was already a line that was, small crimes and big crimes or something like that. Anyway, I'm also gonna save real quick. I clicked the wrong button. Okay, this is where I live. You drop by if you need any info, okay? Get it back today if you can, Paulo. I got noodles to make. Honestly, the idea that all defendants in Ace Attorney are represented by a theater talent agency thing really checks out. It kind of does. Or at least, like, they have a really close relationship or something. That's why all the attorneys have assistants, is they're just like people from the talent agency just sent to make trials more interesting. Things have certainly taken a turn for the bizarre. Traffic accidents and noodle stand thieves. Actually, there's something I wanted to ask you about too, Apollo. Huh? I have a bad feeling about this. Listen to the lady's problem now. What is happening to my accent? Don't be cruel. I lost something last night. That is, something that was stolen. Hey, what's this? More thieving and skullduggery? Well, someone stole a pair of my... Ew. She's 15! Panties? Trucy's request. So they were, stolen your, my panties, yes. Right. Panties. That's a crying shame, that is, Trucy doll. I was alone in the office last night. Why? I'd hung my panties out the window there to dry. When a thief came and took them, my favorite panties. Stop. Stop. Please. You could have used any other garment of clothing. Like, because I don't think it's gonna matter in the end, right? My guess is that all these incidents are related while the person is coming by in the car, or I guess there's an arm, and like I'm assuming she saw someone running, so I'm not entirely sure how it connects, but I don't think it's going to be important. I don't think the thief was specifically looking for a 15-year-old's underwear, right? I just have to trust in my gut that the Ace Attorney series is not that vile. Anyway, I ran after him. Give those back, I shouted. Wait! Well, that was certainly brave of you. But I lost him. Without those panties, I don't know what I'll do. Dog crying shame, yup. Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient. I'll mark it on your map. I'll be heading home now. Remember, find my stand or there's an empty bowl in your future, Paulo. Right. You help out Trucy doll here, too, you hear? Things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We had no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases. I guess. Let's see where we stand. Not in a courtroom, that's where. Well, the first item on our list, Phoenix Wright. Oh, Phoenix Wright. Dad's hit-and-run incident. We have to find the one who hit him. Who's going to pay us for this again? And the second item, Mr. Aldude's request to find a stolen stand, for which we stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles. And the last request is mine, to find my stolen panties. That bowl of noodles is looking better and better. Applying your discomfort and annoyance onto Apollo in this situation is hilarious. I have to assume he's met this child once before today. He found out that he's like the daughter, he's found out that this girl is the daughter of imagining Apollo sitting in silence. Yeah. Like, he's already in such a weird situation from not having a job, technically. The best defense attorney 7 years ago is being super cryptic to him all the time and also has a child, which is confusing. And, like, he's just such a little guy, a little nerd. I think this is how he would act anyway. I tried to draw Apollo the other day, just for fun, and his hair is so stupid. This is only tangentially related, but he has, like, a really cute little face, and then his hair is just, like, why is it... How does it do that? He's just like a little guy. Anyway, that bowl of noodles is looking better and better. Let's go, Polly! To the streets! Aren't you enthusiastic? How can I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me! Guess we might as well get started. Let's see, a hit and run, a stolen sand, and last but not least, stolen panties. Great. Well, actually, can we, like, because, like, the third case, the theft occurred here, but I can't, like, go into the back. I can only investigate these two. Oh well. I guess we'll do this first. June 15th, accident scene. Okay, first of all, the paint. But second of all, I like the fox kind of things. I think it's amusing. Also, really driving home the fact that this is set in Japanifornia. So this is where Mr. Wright got hit by that car. According to the map, this is the place. What a huge mansion. Feels like Chinatown. Apollo, there's a nice looking lady over there. Let's question her. Okay. A little curious about the park over there, too. What's happening here? Is she trying to climb the fence and he's stopping her? Or is it something else? Anyway. She's cute. I like that character design immediately. Okay. I mean, I like all the character designs so far, but, excuse me, can we have a few words with you? You want something? Okay, whoa, that husky voice, why am I suddenly sweating? Husky voice. How do I do that? Because my brain goes immediately to, like, horse, and I don't like H-O-A-R-S-E. Not the animal. Husky voice. Okay, I'll try. That's quite a house you've got there. You must have a lot of money. Money sounds like something my son would call his friends. That's not husky. I can't... You're just gonna have to imagine it. It'll be fine. Money sounds like something my son would call his friends. This is the Kentucky family mansion, little girl. Eh? You, kid with the hair. You want something? Me? No, not a thing. Bye. Paulo, we can't just leave without questioning her. What if she knows something? But the Kentucky family... They're the biggest organized crime syndicate in town? Are we getting mafia already? If you're going to ask something, ask it. If you're man enough. Ah! Right! Way to whip him into shape, ma'am! Does she know no fear? She's immediately so much like Maya. I'm Plum Kataki, wife of the fourth head of the Kataki family business. Friends call me Little Plum. I'm Little Apollo Justice, attorney-at-law. If looks could kill, that woman would be a mass murderer by now. Ah, okay. I was like, oh, I like her character design, and then immediately she's like part of an organized crime syndicate trying, like, about to murder me. Anyway. Can I, like... I want to, like, slide across and look at the other thing. Oh. Self-described little guy apologist. It's true. He's little. He's so... I'm, like, making hand motions, and I know you can't see them, but he's just... He's a little guy. Anyway. Who's that? She's looking at the park. She's pretty. I bet she has a story, you know? There is something about her. Too bad she seems to be in a bit of a rush. Please show me what's happening over here. Looks like there's some trouble by the park gate. I smell an incident. Okay, she is trying to climb the fence. Nice. Ma'am, there's no entry to the park. Old lady. Now don't you tell me where I can't go, Now don't you tell me where I can't go, young fella. I always walk through this park on my way home. Please get down from there. You'll hurt yourself, ma'am. That's quite the determined old lady. Personally, I'm a little more interested in this park. You know what I think? I bet they're filming a movie. Let's go take a look. Maybe we'll see someone famous. There was a hit and run here yesterday. Okay. Hey, miss, stay out of the park. He got mad at me. Did something happen here, officer? Huh? No, move along, nothing to see. Why don't you kids go play someplace else? He really is a little guy. We're not kids and we're not playing. I'm an attorney. Something wrong? Wait a second. Ah, Detective Sky, we're fine, ma'am. Nothing to report. I know her! Sky! I know her. Trucy feels both too childish and too mature for her age. It's true, because... And it's also, like, definitely due to the fact that Phoenix is like, oh yeah, I have Trucy run the whole magic business. Like, you shouldn't. You should let her be a child. I'm so sorry. I can turn it down a little bit. I just get so excited when I recognize something. Like, I just feel, like, so smart. I do know her. This is Emma Sky. Anyway. Detective? Why is she wearing a lab coat? You're hardly one to comment on how people are dressed. And these kids are? Oh, I should, give her a voice. Curiosity seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers. Ah, why don't you kids run along and play someplace else? Look, we're not... Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. Rude? That's a threat? There are police right there? Want a dose of experimental hydroxyacelunodosatrase? Hydroxyacelunodosatrase? Come again? What's hydroxy stuff? Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy. Try to keep out the riffraff, if you would. Yes, ma'am. How are we gonna get more information like this? Why don't we ask that nice woman across the street? Oh, yes, the nice woman. Okay. I do think we should, like, have the whole conversation with this woman. But I'm very excited that Emma is back because, like, she was only in one case at the end of the first game and then disappeared. Also, she's, like, clearly older here, so I'm curious about that. But, like, well, I mean, I guess it has been over 7 years. But still. Yeah, I'm fascinated to see how her character actually goes, because that's one of those things where it's like, I see fans of her all the time on Twitter, but, like, why are they fans of her? I don't really know, because she was only in one case. Screaming about Emma made my voice hurt, my throat hurt, so, anyway. I guess I'll examine a bunch of stuff first. There's paint splashed all over this gate. What a mess. Was this paint knocked over by the car that hit my dad? That's right. And I'm left to clean up the mess. If you find out whoever did this, bring the scoundrel by, would you? Of course! Then you can make them clean up their own mess. You're cute. Naive, but cute. When I find out whoever did this, you can bet I'll be doing some cleaning. There's nothing I dislike so much as a mess. Oh, I wish I could say cool things like that. I'll bet you do. I'd laugh if my teeth weren't chattering so hard. Okay. Threatening. Brightly painted dragon. Why do I get the feeling he's glaring at me? Those paintings must have been to repaint. Those paints must have been to repaint this wall. That's right. Called in an artist to do the job right. He's the third so far. The third? The first spilled paint all over the entrance here. The second on my kimono. So I... No, don't tell me. It's better that I don't know. Also, there are police right across the way, and I'm a little bit worried they might... I don't know. Wow, what a big house! And the gate is so big! The Kitaki family is pretty big around these parts. I like the fox. It's so cute. Ah, that's our family crest from the old country. Your family crest? We're clever as the fox, and our teeth are sharp. So it's like a motto. You need a crest too, Apollo. Ooh, how about the skills of justice? Or a lunar lander? I'll pass, thanks. Okay, so we already looked at that woman. I gotta say, I'd really like to know what happened here. Hey, I said no one goes in. Unless you want a face full of what's it? No dice. Alright. I think that might be everything. Fully don't know, but we'll talk first. Alright. The Kitakis. Little Plum? That's a really cute name for someone so... Yes. Whoa! What is it, Apollo? How about you go through me when talking to her, okay, Trucy? Huh? That seems like a bit of a needless procedure. I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedures. Oh, little girl, you should know. We're gangsters. Oh, that means you're the bad guys. Trucy, through me, please. I'm begging you here. See, this is what I'm talking about. Apollo and I, we get each other. We're in the same mindset. This is exactly how I would speak in this situation. The bad guys. I like the sound of that. I'm gonna need some warm tea after this. Takes a lot of hard work to protect a family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys. So you're saying that business is in a slump? Let's not ask about business if we can help it, please. Last night's incident. There was a car accident here last night? Last night? Of course you wouldn't know about it. Sorry to bother you. Wait. Yes? You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away. That's my dad. I should have known. One of our capos thought he'd make a great point man. Capo? Point man? Don't worry about it, Trucy. Could you avoid using too much, industry lingo? In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. Been cleaning up this mess since morning. Bah! Cleaning up this paint? Oh. I was like, why did it change the... I wish they had, like, it's on how it is on Steam, where it, like, shows all of them, no matter... But they don't have that much space. Anyway. Was this paint spilled at the time of the incident? It was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise. And found your father drowning in a sea of paint. So you came to his rescue? You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint. Then turned the corner and sped away. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see. I'm sure that dragon is glaring at me. But why are you out here cleaning it up? What do you mean? I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do your dirty work for you? Trucy. Please, go through me when you want to. Don't be such a stiff, lawyer boy. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image. Yes. But we're community-oriented gangsters, you see. The boss likes to get back to the people, see? How noble of him. I availed myself of the public facilities to get rid of all the garbage. Now there's just the paint on the street to deal with. Public facilities? I wonder if she means that trash can. Why is this relevant? Oh well. This music is really cool. Anyway, can I ask you a question? What? What happened in the park across the street? Oh yes, quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say. Chicago, huh? Gunfire. Someone was killed. Strange circumstances, too. You're kidding! What a morning. Trouble everywhere. The park, the gate, even our house. Did something happen at your house, too? Now we're on 4 cases. 4 cases! A crime without honor, without remorse. It's a private matter. Want to hear about it? Somehow I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Polly. Also, I'm worried that this voice is falling too much into the Eldoon voice. I'm trying to keep it, like, lower and huskier, but I'm accidentally slipping into the New Yorkian. The New Yorkian in me wants to come out. Anyway. But I think it is also a little bit implied with her, dialect. Is that the right word? With her, like, the words. I think that Eldoon is just a bit more of the nasally kind of... Anyway, so what happened in your house? Bloomers, last night. I got a bad feeling about this. It Is this gonna connect back to Trucy? I'm so worried about this whole situation. Me, Little Plum Kitaki, the victim of a panty snatcher. What? So it wasn't just my panties that were stolen? Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. I just can't. Like, I know that it's, like, comedy. And it is funny. I'll give it that. But, like, in the first 3 games, I don't think they had jokes like this. Well, I think they did, but they weren't as central to the plot, right? Like, they were just one-offs. This is a whole case where there are 4 cases, right? Well, 5 if you count the 2 underwear snatchings as separate incidents, but, like, this is more revolving around that than it should. I'm just confused. Anyway, like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. It wasn't you, was it? No! Of course not! Mercy! I've heard the word that panties have been disappearing lately. And the missing panties all have something in common. It's hard to imagine Trucy and it's hard to imagine Trucy's and Mrs. Kataki's panties having much in common. I'm getting I was so, like, shocked by the whole... I've said panties too many times, and now my voice is just refusing to do words correctly. Burgers or burritos? It depends on where you get them from. Because I personally... I don't know. I think I do have to go out with my sibling to get food today. And I do kind of want to get burgers. But I can't because my sibling is not eating beef. I think you should get burgers as a so I can live vicariously through you. This is a very important decision, and that's why it took me so long to, like, think it over. Anyway. I just imagined Mrs. Kataki's panties. I didn't, and I won't. I know. We'll find your bloomers too. Great. Show me what you're made of. What have you gotten me into this time, Trucy? He says this time like this has happened before. I'm sure it hasn't. Anyway, the girl is back. That girl from before. Oh, welcome home, sweetie. Hello, Mother. She's a Kitaki too? Miss. Huh? Trucy, stop! Here, our flyer. The Right Anything Agency? What voice should I do for her? Because she seems like she has, like, a uwu voice, and I'm not sure if I'm prepared to do this today. She's, like, very cutesy. Dwight Anything... Wait... No! The Right Anything Agency? Anything Agency? Yeah, do you like the new flyer? So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice. Attorney? Drop by our office. We'll be waiting. Goodbye. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about her voice anymore. Why did you give her our flyer? I don't know. She seemed like she could use some help. She's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help. I wouldn't be so sure. Huh? Wait. Can I flip to... It won't let me see the people. Damn. I guess I should go to the scene of the stand theft. Because I think I had everything done there. I'm assuming that because the girl showed up, that was kind of like a, you've done everything you can here. June 15th, scene of the stand theft. So, what's this place? This would be Mr. Aldoon's house, silly! Oh, so this is where his stand was stolen from. I can see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already. Lol. Hey! Hold on. Merakti's clinic. I know that. And I don't know why I know that. And I also really like the idea that you would go to a clinic and they would be like 3 shots for the price of 1. Because that doesn't seem like you shouldn't just be getting shots willy-nilly. I like that slogan and I want to go here. Anyway, just to see what it's about. Look, there's a police car parked over there. You're right. What's with the sparkly entrance? What is this place? A hospital? There's a sign. Merakti's clinic. Oh, that's where the thief went. The thief? The one who snatched my panties. He went into this clinic last night. This story gets weirder and weirder. Wait, maybe that police car is here to find my panties. I doubt it. Well, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate. Ah, there you are, Sonny. Will you find anything yet? No, not yet. Dog! He's got a dogus. The longer you loaf around here, the saltier your victory bowl gets. Just remember that. This bowl of noodles is sounding less like payment and more like punishment. Anyway, slay. Dogus. Look, a doggy! Good boy, Salty. I'm sure the dog has a real name, Trucy. Yup, sure does. Name's Spoon, and it's a sheep, by the way. Spoon doesn't seem so lively. She didn't get her bowl of salty broth this morning, that's why. Poor little thing. Apollo, let's find that stand soon, for Spoon's sake. Pretty sure dogs aren't supposed to eat noodles. Yeah, I feel like also like super salty noodles is gonna like mess up their blood. Like, what do you call it? Salt is not great for anyone. Too much salt is not good for anyone or anything. Okay, I like that it says new. I assume it was used to be noodles and now it does not say that. That's quite a sign. I take it, huh? That's quite a sign. I take it that's new as opposed to old. That has to be a localization thing, because this means nothing to me. Ah, you like it? Made it myself, I did. I meant to write noodles, but ran out of space. Right. Prior planning prevents poor performance. Lucky for me, it spells a word all by itself and spurs on my image. It does. It does have a certain power of willful denial thing going for it. See, imagine though you go to a noodle place and the sign just says old above it. I don't know what I would think. And I assume that's what it like looks like in Japanese. But also, it doesn't have to be a word. I think if there was a noodle place called New or No, people would go there because it's such an interesting name. Anyway, Looks like the oil drum is connected to that sink over there. Collecting rainwater to do the dishes. How environmentally conscious. You don't think he uses rainwater to cook his noodles and make the broth, do you? Well, I'm sure he finds the best water money can buy. Taste is his business, though, you know. Look, that sign over there. Aldoon's only uses water from all natural sources. I think I'll take a rain check on eating here. See, if this world did not have freaking bad environment problems and toxic rain sometimes, I would almost consider it. Like, you could boil the water. You could boil the water and it would be rainwater. Anyway. Chili cheese fries sounds so good right now. I'm gonna have to end this stream soon. Like, partly because I was gonna get dinner with my sibling anyway. But also, you are making me hungry. And I'm so mad. What's this? This house is, well, it's old. It's been well loved, that's for sure. I've lived here with my wife for many years now. You have a wife? It's got character, though, just like my soup. I always thought character was a positive thing. Okay. Mean. That doorway sure is sparkly. That doorway sure is sparkly. The Maractus Clinic, huh? Looks more like a casino parlor than a hospital. It must be quite profitable. Funny, it looks closed. Maybe they're on vacation now? Don't believe it. Let me read this sign, please. Looks like they have a special offer going on. 3 shots for the price of 1. Ooh, now's our chance, Apollo. Chance for what? I don't need any shots, thank you. Whoever runs this clinic, they seem pretty business-minded. Police car. Sorry. I'd understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car? Maybe they're tax evaders. Why is that what your mind goes to? Anyway. Ah, sorry, miss. No going into the clinic today. Did something happen? Huh? Oh, no. Nothing to see here. Move along. Again, the police are so suspicious in this universe, apparently, for some reason. You'll have to find someplace else to play doctor. Do we look like the right age to be playing doctor? Stop judging my little guy. We need a little more info on this Maractus Clinic. We could ask Mr. Aldoon. He is their neighbor and all. We should check out that garage. What if the thief who stole my panties is still in there? Alright. Time to talk to Mr. Aldoon. I'm gonna have to do this accent for so long. So, your stand. Someone's taping something outside and it was like the loudest possible noise. Anyway. So your stand, Aldoon's Noodles, was it? Aye, passed down from father to son. That stand seen its sheriff's... That stand's seen its... That stand has seen its share of salt. Soul runs in the family, you might say. I bet high blood pressure does too. That's what I was thinking of. It's high blood pressure that salt causes. So your stand, Aldoon's Noodles, was stolen. Oh, it wasn't just the stand that was stolen, sonny boy. I lost those wobbly wheels, my salt-crusted stew pot, my stained sign. I didn't just lose a stand, I lost a legend. The voice is changing wildly. No one steals a legend, gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo. Isn't it about time he bought a new one anyway? Alright. Are there any more details you can give me about the stand? You bet, sonny boy. It happened last night. I was blowing my whistle like always, crying the town I was. The smell of broth filled the streets, thick and salty. I got home, well, right before 10 p.m. I reckon. Guess he's not aiming for that late night market. What is that? I washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease. Then I went inside. When did you notice it had been stolen? Early this morning, before the sun rose. Work starts early. Do that many people eat noodles for breakfast? I'm washed up on the salty shores of ruination. I stand at my whole life in it. Nay, my whole being. They took everything? All my soup stuck, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams. At least they left one bowl. Look, there, on the ground. I forgot to investigate that. If you don't find that stand today, then I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl. My last bowl. Please, I'm under enough pressure here as it is. Forgot to... Please tell me about the bowl. Is this yours, Mr. Eldoon? Hey, that there's the heart and soul of Eldoon's noodles. The bowl absorbs my salty soup. Pretty soon it's gonna taste just like noodles. Wow, it does smell like noodles. All my other bowls got taken away with my stand. Get it back from me, Sonny boy, I'm begging you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I assumed it was gonna be like a very similar dialogue to the stuff before, but I am glad that it is actual evidence. And I didn't waste my time there. Actually, I do want to examine the tarp. Tell me about the tarp. That's the place, right there. That's where I kept my stand, covered all nice and pretty with that blue tarp there. So you used this plastic sheet to cover your stand at night? I see. You see? What? Did you figure out why it was stolen? Well, no, but it does suggest that the thief knew what they were looking for. They clearly knew what was under that sheet. So it wasn't one of those casual drive-by sand snatchers, you mean? Sand? Stand snatchers, you mean. Not bad, Sonny boy. Not bad at all. That's not gonna... Why is that not evidence? That's it. That's where the thief is... Which of these crimes are you most interested in solving? I mean, clearly there was a murder in People Park, right? Because there was gunshots. I mean, I gotta say that's what I'm most interested in, right? We haven't even been allowed to look into that yet. I think next, though, I am curious about Phoenix and who hit him. Just because I love Phoenix with my whole heart. And even when he's a cryptic bitch, I still am like, I want to do right by him, you know? I want to get what, I want him to get, not revenge, but, you know, something. Even though he walked away with only a sprained ankle, because he's a weirdo. Right, that's it. That's where the sneef? The sneef? That's where the thief who snatched my panties ran to. It's a crying shame, that is. Yeah, justice. Thank you. If they have to still making my loincloth. Making my loincloth. Not some pretty girl's panties. You're wearing pants, right? Like, if the camera panned down, you would be wearing pants, not a loincloth. Really hope he's wearing pants. The garage, right. You don't think the thief lives there, do you? Fuh. Fuh. I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor. I'm trying to remember where... Because Phoenix is not at the Maractus Clinic. But the doctor there is a freak? I don't know. Do I detect a little animosity here? Yeah, no, like... To be fair, we see the waist-up shots in the court when they have, like... But that only shows whatever witness is at the stand. And then, like, we know that the attorneys are wearing pants. We have no idea if the judge wears pants. We've never seen the judge from the waist down. I mean, I guess you can assume that he's wearing, like, it's like, you know, judge robe, and it goes all the way down. But it could just end, it could just be a really short little robe. We would never know. That's upsetting. What about casual wear? They don't ever change their outfits in this game. But there is the possibility that they go around town with no pants on, but they put on pants to go to court. That's really upsetting. Thank you for telling me this. Let's make sure to check out the garage thoroughly. Alright, Maractus Clinic. Hey, do you think something happened next door? There's a police car out front. Huh. Probably gave someone food poisoning, I'll bet. Anyone's at risk of giving someone food poisoning. Can you hear that? We've cracked the case. There's noise happening outside my room. Oh, someone's going in the attic. Well, apologies. Just pretend that you don't hear it. That police car got here this morning, actually. I asked what they were up to, but they wouldn't even tell me the neighbor. Feh. Huh. Not that I was surprised much. That doctor works for the wrong crowd. It was just a matter of time before he got what was coming to him. Feh. The wrong crowd? Never you mind about that. Yeah. If I do end up editing these, which I really want to, but like it's hard, it should be pretty easy to like cut that noise out of the background. But like for right now, there's literally nothing I can do about it. So, I don't know what else to do. There's a handwritten sign here. Save the light. Save the light, indeed. Mr. Aldoon's house is practically in the dark here. Guess the hospital clinic next door blocks the sunlight. Everything's gone wrong since they built this monstrosity. Broth needs sun or it rots. I don't understand that logic. What's a man to do? They just want my customers to get food poisoning so they can turn a pretty profit. It seems like a lot of trouble to go through for a few extra patients. I don't know what else to look at. Can I go anywhere? Oh, I can go in the garage? Why are they allowing this? I was like, I just walk past the police car and get in here. They won't allow me in the clinic, but they'll allow me in this random person's, or this clinic's garage. Where, like, some random, like, a whole person... That makes no sense. I'm not making sense right now. I hope this, like, investigation finishes up soon, because I want to reach a good stopping point before I get off. Alright, Maractus Clinic Garage. This is the place! This is where that panty snatcher ran. You sure? Maybe! Let's look for clues. Clues to a panty snatching. It's so much of the word. It's so much of the word. And I know it's for comedic effect, but I'm getting, like, I'm genuinely uncomfortable. Clues like a pair of panties. Trucy? Could you try not saying panties so many times? Please. We are in the same brain. Anyway. It is interesting because it reminds me a lot of Danganronpa. They have a very similar repetition thing. Um, in the first, like, maybe I didn't notice because, like, yeah, like, they do explain things several times. Um, at least in this game that I've seen, and they probably have done it in other, like, games, but it's hard to notice because I mostly watch edited versions. Um, but I've definitely noticed it while actually playing. And also they just like to repeat words sometimes. Yeah. I want to look at the cat. Hey, a kitty cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, my heart. It's not coming down. We do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit. It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you. It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. It was a really good meow. I think it might be the same soundbite that they used for the cat in Justice for All. I could also be wrong about that. But it's a good meow. It's a good one. Skeleton. Why is the door open? There's something about this car. I guess we're talking about the car. Let's take a closer look. Huh? Something in the muffler. Now I want to look at the skeleton. The skeleton. Eek! Someone's there! Oh, it's just a gold-painted human skeleton? Just a human skeleton? And painted gold? There's a mannequin hand waving to us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think? No! It screams something, that's for sure. It's like a haunted mansion or something. Like a fake haunted house. That's what I was looking for. Alright. Let's take a closer look at the car. Did you see the thing in the muffler, like, fully, like, appear out of nowhere? Can't look at the license plate. Rude. Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath the tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. Wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. We should bring it to him later. Cell phone add-in. Theft. No, it definitely. I can do that a little clip again. I'll show. Look. Look. There's nothing there. I love that. Anyway. That reminds me. I once read a record of a case that... I know this one. Sorry. I once read a record of a case that Mr. Wright worked on many years ago. Huh? Apparently there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved into the tailpipe. That piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to solving the case. This is the 5th case in the first game, the one that they added after it was released. Anyway. Wow! I remember that case record whenever I'm checking out a car. I always check the tailpipe. Everyone's gotta have a hobby, I guess. She just fucking roasted me. Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey! There's something in there! What? Wait a second. Are these your... Oh no. Ah! My fanny! What? Already? Wow, thank you, Apollo. You're a genius. Amazing. Why are they in the tailpipe? Why are they in the tailpipe of the car? Why are they in the tailpipe of the car? Oh no, really, don't mention it. No, I'm serious. I'm really impressed. You must have a nose for finding girls' panties. What are those? Hey My little panties, of course. They've come home to Mama. I can't wait to use them. Going to put them on? Now? Watch closely now. It's gotta be a magic trick. See? Nothing in the panties. Ta-da! Whoa! Where'd that come from? How'd that bowl get in your panties? My panties are an extra-dimensional space. This isn't funny. This isn't funny. Like, I get that it's supposed to be funny, but it's just not. My panties are an extra-dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. They're my magic panties. It's one of my best tricks. Magic panties. They love them over at the Wonder Bar. I do shows there nightly. I don't think they like it for the right reasons. I don't even think there is a right reason. But they've picked the wrong one. You mean those panties are a prop? You could have told me a little sooner. Put discreetly away in Trucy's pocket. Yes, she is 15. I just am so... It could have been another thing. Like, it could have been something else. They could have done this differently, and they didn't. Anyway, that's one case closed at least. What are you saying? We still have to catch the sly devil that ran off with the tool of my trade. Oh, right. Something tells me we're not finished searching this garage anyway. Huh. Oh. I didn't notice that at first. It's gone. Hey, look at that. The mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue. What? You're smiling like you know something I don't. You aren't keeping a clue from me, are you, Polly? A clue? Let's see. Oh, Christ. I think I do have just the clue you've got in mind. Actually, I don't know if this will show it, but my guess is this is the car that hit. I don't think this will be what does it, but I love her straight face. That's your clue? Sorry, but that leaves me feeling kind of clueless. Like father, like daughter with the humor, apparently. There's no need to bluff here, Apollo. Save that for the court. Thanks for the advice. I think I know that it's the car that hit him, but there's not really anything I can do. Look, it's a folding ladder. Polly, that's called a stepladder. Come on. A stepladder? How's that different from a regular ladder, then? You've been through law school and you don't know the difference between a ladder and a stepladder? It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together. So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right? Wait, huh? You have to look past the form and the essence of the thing. Can we talk about something else? So tired. I think I have to go back to the scene of the here and find something that... Oh, is there a, there might be a headlamp thingy here. No, we've already seen this. gotta say, I really like to know what happened here. Hey, I said no one visit. Oh. I wanna look at this. There's a big trash can on the way into the park. Guess we could check it out. A detective's life sure is a hard one. I'm an attorney, actually. Huh? 2 pieces of garbage with paint on them. These are slippers. They look like those slippers you get at the hospital. Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go in a car? I was right. I was right. It's the mirror. It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something. Or someone. I was right. I was right. I just did things in the wrong order because I'm an idiot. I just didn't realize. I forgot about the trash can. Wait, you don't think? I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright. Wow, and he took off his mirror? I never knew Dad was so strong. I only have room in my pocket for one of these, though. I'd chain the mirror. Although... hold on. Hello. Apologies. Apologies. Anyway. We're going to the garage, and then we're going to look at the thing, and then we're gonna prove that this is the car that hit Mr. Wright. And then I'm gonna leave, I think. You aren't keeping a clue from me, are you, Polly? A clue? Let's see. Show evidence. I think I do have just the clue you've got in mind. It's the one that we just picked up. Oh. I didn't mean to investigate this, but... there's paint on the back. Anyway. Present. My clue is this, obviously. Whoa! It's the same color and size and everything! A perfect match! I guess we could check it out. Oh, wait. It's doing a flashback to the thing I just did in person. Anyway. Please, please, please. Well, looks like we've just solved a case. So the car that hit Dad last night is sitting right in front of us, yep. Wow, you put the pro in professional, Apollo. Gee, thanks, Trucy. Apollo! Huh? What is it? Now that we've solved this case, we should go to report to Dad. He'll mope if we leave him alone too long, knowing him. Okay. He doesn't seem like the type to mope, though. This is hardly a case worth reporting. Alright. I am going to save it here. I will be back. I might be back tomorrow. But the last time I said that, I did not come back for 2 weeks. So, I make no promises. And I owe you nothing. Sorry. But yeah, it's been really, honestly, really nice to get back to this. I do really love this game. It makes me very happy. And I will play more soon. It won't take another 2 weeks. I can say that much. All right. Thanks for joining me, my friend. See you next time. Bye.